What's up? This your boy, Mr. AT. It is approximately going on 11:55. This is currently January 27th, about to step into January 28th. And I really wanted to cut this video for everyone. Uh, for those who've been following the Next Level Group, I am the founder and CEO of the Next Level Group. And what we simply do is we help people, entrepreneurs, progressive thinkers, like yourself. You might be an employee, you might be a business owner, you might be an employer, you might be a scientist. We don't care what you do, but we really care about taking you to the next level, whatever that next level for you typically is. So that's a little bit about what the Next Level Group. We do a group of social mixers down here in the Charleston, South Carolina market. We're looking to expand in different markets, but right now we're laying the foundation here in Charleston, Somerville, and the surrounding areas, and it's been going pretty well. We've had great events for the last 13 months. Going into 2015, January was an awesome event, but we're looking at doing a tremendous event in the next 2 months, possibly March. Be in prayer with that. We are setting things up. We got some good giveaways, but check this. I wanted to really share some information with each and every one of my followers, and for those who have been looking at my Facebook feed, Instagram, Twitter, whatever you call it. And I wanted to really share with you a blessing that has really has literally helped myself and my wife and my family with some incredible things, and laying the foundation not only for this business but in our personal lives, and for those who are entrepreneurs, business owners as well. And I want to really share some great information about what we have going on in 2015. We have partnered up with a equity firm, Mid Ocean Partners, and I'll show you guys what that company is. And the primary company would be Legalshield, and several reasons why we partnered up with this incredible opportunity is simply because the company's been around for 40 plus years. The infrastructure is already laid out. We're a structural change, meaning that we would never go back to the way people access law firms, and we have been able to access this law firm and across the United States of America for the past since 2009. But I'm just right now announcing that the Next Level Enterprises has partnered up with Legal Shield to offer these services for small business owners, also as an employee benefit, and for those who are looking to make some extra income. So I wanted to really share with you some stories about how it's been a blessing to me and my wife. And just a quick funny story. I'm gonna go ahead and share my screen here. Hold on one second. All right. Now, as you guys can see here, uh, this ticket was given pretty recent here, January 7th, as you see here, 2015, and got a court date up for this ticket in February 25th, 2015. And look at what guys, look at that. I was doing 60 in the 35 lane. Now, I don't know. I don't know if I was going that fast, but all I saw was those blue lights. So, and look at this ticket, $445. That's absolutely insane. And I wanted to really share that with everyone, simply because that was something that I got January 7th, and it just felt so good to be able to pick up the phone and contact my Legal Shield attorney. And I contacted them that next day, and I went into a doctor's office, a doctor meeting with my son, and it was like 10 in the morning, and the attorney called me right back and said, "Listen, Adrian, you could have been locked up for going that fast. It was a 6-point ticket." And she said, "Well, fax me over the ticket." So I emailed her the ticket, and by the time I got out of that doctor's appointment with my son, the attorney called me back and said, "Adrian, you know what? We've been able to arrange something if you just show up to court where you can erase all, you can we can wipe away all those 6 points off your driving record, which would make sure that your insurance, of course, stays consistent. But also, we've been able to, reduce that $445 ticket and cut it in half for you. And all of this transpired in the course of 2 hours, from me going into an appointment with my son to me exiting that appointment with my son. And I was so happy that I didn't have to go and hope that this ticket was going to get dropped or something like that. I just went and I was able to just contact my Legalshield attorneys. And I can go on stories and stories and stories on how this has been a blessing to me. I got friends who, got, flights canceled and they got 2 round trip tickets for, for wherever they wanted to go in the United States. I got friends who had situations where they needed their contracts and documents reviewed, going out there purchasing cars. It's tax season now. Some of us go out there, buy cars with no contract, with no attorneys reviewing our contracts. We were so happy that we approved. We signed these contracts, and guess what? Don't know that it's a balloon interest in the course of 24 months. Don't really understand the interest rates. We find out 8 years later that, hey, we're still paying on this car. When in fact, you can literally get in a law firm or attorney to review those contracts without you having to worry about, really if you made a right decision. And this is why we partnered up with Legalshield, simply because of that, knowing that each and every decision myself, my wife will be making, knowing that and understanding that these decisions will be accurate. For the life event situations, they don't have to be big situations, but it's just those small things that cost us money, that we are now able to pick up the phone and contact our provider law firm. And I know you guys probably can't see that well, but it's an application that we actually have that literally I can just, by one click of a button, I can contact my law firm. I don't know if you can see that. And I got 24/7 access. But what I want to do, I want to do a quick rundown on why we partnered up with this company. First of all, for the membership, but most importantly, also the commissions that these guys are paying out for us to help individuals. All right, so let me go ahead and share my screen. All right, guys, as you're seeing now, you're seeing Legalshield, Worry Less, Live More. And I saw this presentation. I thought it was absolutely amazing. This is why. All right, we're going to talk about who we are, what we do, why so many are joining Legalshield right now. All right, let me ask you a quick question, right? Have you ever signed contract and document? Now, when I sat down with some people and they tell me, oh, I never signed a contract. Okay, you got a cell phone? Yeah, I don't care if it's T-Mobile. You signed some type of document saying that you got their phone, you bought their phone. If you live in an apartment or you have a condo, if you have a landlord, you sign some type of contract and document. If you actually went to purchase a car, you signed some contract and document. If you go to college, you sign some contract and documents. Guys, these are contracts and documents that we do not look over. Okay? All right, so that is out. Okay, been overcharged or treated unfairly. Most of us would say, don't really know. And it's really hard to say, because how would we really know if we don't really know our rights, right? I can tell you plenty of stories of that. Received a traffic ticket before. Oh man, guys, if you live in the state of South Carolina, our state is literally one of the largest ticket racking companies. I should really call it a company, because these guys are really writing tickets down from South Carolina, North Carolina, going up to Virginia, all down 95. Guys, we get tickets down here, right? All right, known a victim of identity theft. Now, guys, this is literally one of the fastest growing crimes in America. Guys, they've just did a study that this is actually the cash flow that these guys are generating from stealing people's identity has actually surpassed the drug trade. All right, been in a situation where you thought the advice of a law firm could be useful. Okay. Some of us would say, I never used a lawyer before. Let me correct you right now. You've used one, but it just wasn't yours, because when you signed that document that they told you to sign, you simply used their attorney. Okay. So let's get right into it. All right. You need Legal Shield. Legal Shield gives you the ability to talk to a lawyer on any personal or legal matter without worrying about a high hourly cost. So basically, what we do, family, is we simply flatline attorneys, just as if we flatline. Some companies out there have flatlined the way we access internet, flatline the way we, you remember those times we actually had to pay for minutes on phones. Guys, they literally flatlined for one flat monthly rate where we can actually talk on these cell phones. Guys, we're structurally changing the way people access lawyers. The typical and the traditional way that lawyers have been accessed is if you go to their office and they tell you what their fee is, and you go in there and they tell you, hey, before we even talk, we need to put down some type of retainer, or we need to put down some type of consultation cost or something like that, and they will actually be billing you hourly, right? So what we simply do is we give you the ability to talk to a lawyer on any personal matter without worrying about an hourly cost. All right. So for one flat monthly fee, you can access legal advice no matter how traumatic or trivial the issue may be. So under protection of Legal Shield, you and your family can live your life on your terms, worry-free every day and every night. All right, about us. Go ahead and skip that part. All right, consultation and advice, guys. Listen, what Legal Shield does is it gives you unlimited consultation in several areas. One area is family matters: adoption, alimony, child custody, divorce, domestic violence. If you have questions in regards to one of those things, financial questions, collections, medical disputes, contract disputes, bankruptcy. Oh man, let's talk about collections right quick. One of my friends, actually, his wife was working at a particular store, and debt collector came to her store, and actually she was a manager of the store. Debt collector came and gave a note to one of her employees, and the employee gave her the note. She was highly upset that they actually came to her job. Guys, you know, half the things that these debt collectors do are illegal. you know, and let me tell you what happened. Because she had Legal Shield, guys, she was able to get Legal Shield to contact that debt collector, and because they knew that they were not abiding by the laws, they actually wiped the debt clean, guys. I mean, think about some of the things that you're allowing these debt collectors to do to you, that they're using illegal tactics on you without you even knowing, guys. You can actually ask them questions about that. Home matters, guys, contract disputes, foreclosures, mortgages, refinancing, security deposits, guys. One of my friends, he, had a situation where he fell behind in his mortgage, and he was actually trying to get it refinanced, and Bank of America was playing with him, and he got in touch with Legal Shield, guys. They not only cut his rate in half, but it actually went lower than half, because he was able to contact an attorney, and the attorney was able to reach that bank. Let's see. Auto, oh my God. Driver's license suspension, driver's license restoration, minor traffic tickets, kind of like the situation with myself. Vehicular homicide, guys. We have attorneys that give you advice and consultation on this. So important that you do, especially if you have teenage drivers. IRS protection, guys. If you ever get in an audit, these guys can actually help you out with that. Estate issues, guys, healthcare, power of attorney, wills, living wills. I mean, these guys actually give you consultation, and in fact, we give professional advice on any matter without what from the trivial to the traumatic, including pre-existing situations. All right. So these are some requests that we get annually with Legal Shield, and there's over 2 million of them. Personal and legal, unlimited legal advice. Now, let me tell you exactly what that means. Unlimited, meaning that between the hours of 8:30 and about 5 o'clock, you literally have the ability to call a lawyer or call a specialist in that arena. If you're talking about financial questions, if you're talking about uh, criminal questions, if you're talking about family matters, guys, you're going to get in contact with a lawyer that specializes in those areas. Now, each one of these lawyers have about 18 to 20 years of experience. So you're not talking to a paralegal, you're talking to an actual lawyer. All right. And you have the availability to have personal legal advice on unlimited issues. All right. 24/7 emergency services. This is huge because one of my friends actually was pulled over because he has this nice expedition on 20s. And several years ago, he was pulled over downtown Charleston because it just stands out. And he was dropping his babysitter off, and he got in. He had a suit on for one of our business meetings, and he, after he dropped his babysitter off, they actually blue lighted him. And for those who don't know what that means, that just simply means that they pulled him over with their blue lights, and they asked him a simple question like this: "What are you doing driving in this area this time of night?" And luckily, he had his Legalshield app, and because we have 24/7 emergency services, he was able to contact an attorney at 3 o'clock in the morning, guys. Believe it or not, he was able to push one button, got in contact with the attorney, and he just told the attorney before the officer came, and he said, "Well, could you just listen to what this officer is saying, so just to make sure nothing escalates?" So in between that, the officer asked him that question, and one of my business partners said, "Well, before we get any further with this, just letting you know my attorney is actually on the phone listening to this whole conversation." Oh yeah, we're having some break-ins in this area, guys. The whole script changed because he knew that this gentleman had access to an attorney at 3 o'clock in the morning, knowing that if his T's are not crossed, his I's are not dotted, it could have gone south for that officer. All right, letters and calls made on your behalf. If you ever tried to write a letter on your behalf, if someone mistreated you, it's just it's crazy because I can share a story about this. Another young lady, she went into a mechanic shop just trying to get a water pump replaced, and they told her, okay, we're going to have to replace 2 water pumps. And now the person who enrolled her with Legal Shield told her that if she feels uneasy about anything, she can contact her attorney under this service. And she was able to contact the attorney and let the attorney know that, hey, these guys are charging me X amount of dollars for 2 water pumps. And the attorney said, what, for 2 water pumps? There's only supposed to be 1 water pump in the car. And believe it or not, that attorney said, is that owner there? So she gave him the number to the actual mechanic shop, and the lawyer actually contacted the owner, and the lawyer said, hey, how many females have you done this to? How many people that you've taken advantage of? And because of that, she got her job fixed for free. So guys, again, how many situations have you pushed under the rug because you didn't quite know what your rights were? Contracts and documents review. Let me go ahead and wrap this up. Contracts and documents review. Again, guys, don't sign anything without having your attorneys reviewed. I don't care if it's a rental agreement. Make sure your attorney is reviewing that. All right. Online legal forms. Preparing a will, guys. I mean, this is very important because, God forbid, there's a story about a gentleman who got hit by a Coca-Cola truck. He didn't really necessarily have anything to actually give, but the actual company awarded his family $500,000, and it was split down the middle: 250 to the wife, 250 to the father. And believe it or not, guys, the father was never around in his life. So, do you believe that he actually got a $250,000 check for him never being in that son's life? I mean, that's just horrible because he didn't have a will in place. So, if you were my lawyer so far, what would you charge me for something like this? So if I would come to you and ask you, hey, I want me, my wife, my sons to have unlimited legal advice, 24-hour services, so I can call you 24/7 for emergency services. I want you to write letters and make phone calls on my behalf. I want you to review all my contracts and documents. I want you to give me access to legal forms that I can print off myself and delegate as needed. And I want you to prepare a will for me. Okay, how much would you charge for these services? Let me go ahead and wrap it up. Traffic related issues, guys. If you ever get a ticket, let your attorney know because these guys are specialized to make sure your points remain. Trial defense, guys. Make sure that you really understand this because we live in a very litigious society. All right, family domestic issues, guys. We do uncontested divorces, uncontested adoptions, uncontested separation, uncontested name change, guys. Uncontested name change alone, the value of that is about $2,000 to do that, and I'll show you what it costs for our services. All right, IRS protection, guys. We actually give you, if you should ever get audited, we actually allow you to have a tax attorney to show up with that, at that audit with you. And anything I didn't mention, guys, that's that I didn't mention here that's covered 100% is actually covered under our 25% member discount. All right. So who's covered? All right, the member's spouse, never married, dependent children living at home under the age of 26, dependent children under the age of 18 whom the member is a legal guardian, full-time college students up to the age of 26, never married dependent children, physically and mentally disabled children living at home. That's huge. All right. Identity theft. Oh man, identity theft is repeating. Listen, this is the number one consumer complaint category in America. What does that mean, guys? We were looking at the news the other day, and I saw that Target lost some information. Xbox. If you shopped at Target, guys, your information is out there. But a lot of people think of identity theft as just cards. But let me show it to you. Credit fraud, social security fraud, driver's license fraud, medical fraud, character, criminal fraud. I mean, these are all situations that most of us don't even think. These are some of the issues that if you might need to be concerned about. Have you ever had problems securing a loan, harassment from debt collectors, possible arrest for crimes committed by identity thefts, thieves? It's crazy because this is what we do. All right, let's go ahead and get down here. All right, member or spouse covered under our both plans. Safeguard for minors, so we covered up to 8 children under our identity theft plan, but we also give restoration. This is what separates us from companies like LifeLock and things like that, guys. We don't sit here and give you a packet for you to figure it out yourself. You know, these guys actually go in as investigators to restore your identity back for you. These guys give you your credit report, your score, and analyze it so that you can get consultation to make sure that the things that are on your credit are supposed to be there. All right. Now, if you do want 3 credit bureaus, this is where it changes at. We have an ID premium plan that gives you a triple bureau credit monitoring and activity alert. What that simply means is that if someone tries to steal your identity, these guys are going to send you a text or email asking you if you made a purchase in Dallas, Texas for that $250,000 home or not, right? All right. Web watchers, personal persona, sex offender search, Social Security skip trace, lost wallet assistance. We cover all of those things, guys. And what Crow does, Crow is actually the guys behind the identity theft services that we actually have. They're the world leading risk consulting firm. They have Fortune 500 clientele, guys. If you have been in the military, they do the background checks for the military. They're prepaid and ready to advise. In addition to these services, guys, the savings that you get from things that I'm about to share with you literally save you more than what the membership actually costs. All right, Office Depot, you get discounts with them. Dell, HP, you know, if you rent cars, guys, these guys allows you access to VIP membership discounts. Quicken Loans, I have a friend right now in the business that actually got their loan through them and got a check cut back to her because she went through us. Vehicle Advantage, they actually negotiate car prices for you. Moore's, men, guys, if you like suits, Moore's, K&G's warehouse, we get 50% off on most of the things that's in those stores. Now this is the huge one, CLC Logic, guys. You know, man, I stayed at a hotel for, you know, the regular rate was $120 a night. I was able to get that same room for $79 a night downtown Peachtree in the middle of Atlanta, which was absolutely amazing because I was a member with this incredible plan. All right, let's get to the meat. Listen, do you believe that everything I just listed with the legal plan, guys, is only $19.95 a month? I mean, that's absolutely insane. I mean, what was the last time you spent $20? I mean, what could $20 do in a grocery store nowadays? You know, Mike can buy some milk, eggs, maybe a bag of chips. But literally for $19.95, you can actually have you, your spouse, your whole household covered for only $19.95, and that's incredible. If you want more trial defense time, I didn't really get really into this, but you know, you can add $9.95 to that. You know, if you want more trial time hours, because with this plan by itself, they give you about 60 hours of trial defense time. But if you feel that you're more likely to get sued, they're going to bump it up to 75. And if you want more trial time, they're going to charge you an extra $9.95 for that. if you want to. Okay. If you own a home-based business, maybe you own a daycare, or maybe you are network marketing, you have a home-based business, they actually help you out with this. And we talked about Crow with the identity theft plan. If you get it by itself, it's $14.95. But if you get the legal plan with the identity theft, they're going to discount it to $9.95 for a total of $29.95. Okay. Now the premium, which I separated with 3 credit bureaus, if you decide to get the premium with the legal plan, that's $49.95. All right. So with the $10 enrollment fee, you actually got access to this. All right, so let's go right into it. Worry free every day, not every night, now and forever. So for $1 a day, would you believe that it's worth protecting your family? I would agree. So who do you know has children, has their identity, had their identity compromised, need to prepare and update a will? I mean, who do you know? Simply, let's get right into it. Whatever success story you envision. Go ahead and skip that. Listen, join Legalshield now. This is one of the biggest reasons why I saw this opportunity as one of the best opportunities out there. Um, this is why. Got income, time, freedom. Why now? Market potential, customer need, industry and transition, economic environment. Let me tell you something, guys. There's 2 things you want to look at when you evaluate any type of business. There's something called structural change and cyclical change. Okay, cyclical change is where it goes up, it goes down. It's like stock. Stock goes up, stock goes down. It's like real estate. Real estate goes up, real estate goes down. Those are fads that goes in and out of style. You really don't want to spend too much time or invest too much money into those type of industries. But whenever there's a structural change, you can make a lot of money if you get in the right, if you position yourself well. What do I mean by that? The Stone Age didn't go away because they ran out of stones. They stopped because, guys, believe it or not, technology and innovation took over that. You know, let's talk about the horse and buggy age. The horse and buggy age didn't stop because they ran out of horse and buggies. It was technology and innovation that came along to take over that market. The traditional way that people access lawyers is going away because we're pushing that in. We're flat rating attorneys, guys. It's absolutely amazing. The market is ready. 93% of the respondents believe lawyers charge too much. I mean, this is actually a big firm that actually goes out and does research. And we paid them a ton of money to do this research, all right? 76 of respondents said that they were hesitant to call a lawyer. 9 out of 10 respondents said that if costs were more affordable, they would seek legal advice. That's opportunity, guys. Nearly 90% of Americans say that they do not have any form of legal insurance or legal protection services. What did I say for you? 2/3 of Americans say that they have never heard of such plans or services. More than 60% reported that they would be interested in purchasing a Legalshield plan. So what does that simply mean, guys? Opportunity. All right. All right, so let me get into the money. Somebody says, show me the money. Guys, this business is easy. If you can send somebody to a website, a corporate website, social media videos, you can do this business. If you can actually get somebody on a conference call and allow somebody like me to do a presentation for about 10 minutes, guys, you can do this business. If you can literally just read off a flip book, you can do this business. If you can do a 3-way call and get me on the phone with somebody that you showed this video to, you can do this business. All right. In-home presentations, business briefings, luncheons. Take somebody to lunch. Let somebody like me do a presentation for you. We call it a happy meal. All right. So this is the thing, guys. If you market a $39.85 plan, you starting out as a junior associate, when you show someone like your mother, your father, or your grand uncle or whoever, and they say, man, I want that $39.85 plan, the company in return is going to give you $38. All right. You do that 5 times, the company is going to then retroactive the other $38. So think of it like this. The company needs to trust and see that you're serious about your business. Once you do 5 of these, the company is going to give you an extra $38, so totaling up to $76 per $39.85 plan. That's absolutely amazing. No other company in network marketing is doing that. Think about it. $39.85, you're sending the company. The company then gives you $76 back. Once you do that 5 times, the company is going to give you a promotion. When you send in $39.85, the company therefore is going to give you $114, guys. So let me break it down like this, guys. If you have a car note that's $500, let's break it down. You sell 5 of these, you're well over paying your car note. You sell 10 of these, you're paying your mortgage. I mean, this is absolutely amazing. You do this a few more times. Every time you sell a $40 plan, the company's gonna give you $153. Guys, I literally sat down for 15 minutes at a coffee shop with my friend, and I made close to $200 just simply sharing a membership that they already wanted. I didn't have to sell it because there's no one else. Walmart can't sell it. No one else has it. It's either you're going to pay $200 an hour for an attorney, or you're going to come through us and pay $20 for an attorney. Which one would you decide to do? That's why we have an excellent opportunity. All right. That's one way to do it, by you personally going out selling the plan. All right. The other way is to go out and build a team, which I would prefer. For instance, if you're a junior associate and you go out, you do your 5 and you get bumped up to an associate. When you bring in Sally in, Sally goes out and does her 5 membership. She's excited, so she makes $76 per $40 plan. But this is the great thing, guys. She's going to get around $383 for all 5 of those plans. But because she's on your team and there's a difference between your levels, they're going to pay you $38 every time she markets a $40 plan. So you also get 38 times 5, which is $383, which is absolutely amazing. All right. So for instance, let's say if you make it up to a director position and you bring in Daryl. Daryl comes in, he's excited, he goes out and sells 10 of these plans. He makes close to $1,000, he's excited, but they're going to pay you the difference between your position and his position, which is 38, 38, 38, 38. That's $160 per plan. You just made $1,600 to $1,500 every time Daryl sells 10 memberships. Guys, that's absolutely amazing. Now, one of the last ways I love about this business, because it builds a residual income. All right. And you get 1% to 18% off every membership that matures on the 13th month. Okay. And for more information, get back with somebody, whoever invited you on this webinar. But definitely, I want to just tell you straight up what you got to do. Okay. We just want you to get in Performance Club because of this. And what the Performance Club is that you sell 5 plans a month. The company is going to get you, after the 4th month, they're going to give you some type of recognition. The 8th month, the company is going to give you a one-time $150 bonus. And the 12th month, the company is going to give you $300 a month bonus. Now, that $300, it goes a long way, especially if you have a light bill that you can take care of. But if you want, you can actually get a BMW. You are eligible to increase your monthly bonus to $500 if you want a BMW. If you already have a BMW, they will continue to pay you $500 whether or not if you own it or not. Okay? Okay, guys, we know that it costs money to start a business. To start a barbershop, you got to go out and get equipment. You got to go get Sheen. You got to go get a chair. You got to go get the supplies. For this business, it only costs $149. So for you, I mean, for me and my wife and my 2 sons to go out to the movies and the dinner, we're going to spend about $200. But to start a business, Legalshield business, is only $149. And what you get is you get an associate kit. This is all what you'll get here. A comprehensive training program, support from your sponsor like myself, online access to your online portal, and you also get some crazy training that you actually get. Excuse that actually went away. But to wrap everything up, guys, we're not guessing at this. Over 1 billion people have been paid already in the last 10 years. More than 7,000 are earning between $1,000 to $25,000 a year. with more than 500 earning more than $25 to $100,000 a year. Many are earning between $100 to $1 million per year. Guys, we're not figuring this out. It's already been done. Take some action steps. Become a member. Become an associate. Get trained by me. I will be willing to answer any questions. You feel free to email me. I'll give you an email at the end of this video. Sell your first membership, earn your 5, and become a part of the Legal Shield plan. So guys, that is about it with Legal Shield. And I just wanted to really thank each and every one of you guys who stepped in to this webinar to witness greatness. This is your boy, Mr. AT, Mr. Never Let Nobody's Opinion Dictate Your Actions. My email is nextlev, that's LEV, gmail @gmail.com, nextlevgroup @gmail.com. All right, we out.